Hello everyone, Roberto here for another video review. This time with a new Toblerone orange twist. Yeah, wow, I mean, well, look, I can't even, orange Alps, I can't even fit it into the whole screen really, I have to come all the way back. Orange twist, look at that. Yeah, wow, it's a huge bar. I don't know if it's available in the smaller versions. I've only seen it in this one, yeah, so so thanks for the tip off, I think, to Scotty and Andrew Windsor for this one in Discord chat. Yeah, wow, I mean, look at it, it's fantastic. And of course, well, Alan Lockhart as well. So this is the first of the 1,000 subscriber special Requesto review responses. So you did mention you wanted a few, well, like any unusual Kit Kat Chunkies or M&Ms, but I've done quite a lot of those and there's not really any out at the moment. I don't think I haven't done this specifically, but this one is one I've wanting to be doing. So probably a bit of a cheat because I probably would have reviewed it anyway. So I hope you don't mind. But yeah, this one's for you anyway. So thank you so much for your support and for your comments and for your lovely comments. Yeah, it's very nice. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so before I get to, I've done lots of reviews, as you all know. I've done over 600 now, so in this corner there'll be a link to all of them, basically, a playlist of all my reviews. So, feel free to click on that, subscribe as well, of course. Once you watch this one, of course, though. Watch this first. But of course, it'd be great to leave a comment or free as well. And if you're in a position to do so, please support me on Patreon as well. The link will be there as well. Be really great, but lovely for you to watch, so enjoy the review. Okay, right, so hope this one's, well, fingers crossed, Alan, you can find this one yourself. I mean, I would get out there quickly. Tesco, I'll put a link, a picture actually in this corner, or some corner, one of the corners, and maybe this one actually, to show you just how I found it in Tesco. So it's exclusive to Tesco, I think. Well, that's where I got it anyway. And basically, you'd think, you go in, you see a milk chocolate Toblerone, you see a white chocolate Toblerone in the Toblerone section, this size in the Toblerone section, in the sweet section. Just, and this one wasn't there, and you're thinking, well, hang on, why is it not there? So I look around the whole store. It's a big store, 24-hour Tesco Extra, whatever it's called. Look everywhere, can't find it. So I look around everywhere again, and there's no special section like seasonal section with products or special chocolates or special products. There's nothing like that. It's all got, I don't know, plants or something. Something I wasn't too bothered about. Fine if you are, of course, but for me I wasn't. I was looking for chocolate. But then I found, so I've probably already put it there, but if I haven't, I'll put it there now. This was where I found it. And if you look at it, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, there's only a little section there anyway for the orange ones. Most of it's the regular ones, and it's just covered with people's discarded stuff. And it was nowhere near the chocolate aisle. It wasn't even at the end of the chocolate aisle. It was nowhere near it. It was like 3 or 4 aisles away from it. And on the opposite, on the till side as well. So it wasn't on the, the bit you might pass when you're walking past. There was nothing there. And they have sections as well, full of sweets and other things on the end of the aisles. And that wasn't even on one of those sections. It was just stuffed some random place. So keep your eye out. That's what they do a lot for these sort of special edition products. They don't make any effort to put them anywhere. They can't be bothered moving stuff, stuff for you. But there we go. So I guess I don't blame them really. They're not paid too much to do it, are they? But you know what I mean. But you'd think someone, the manager or whatever, would come in and say, "Look, here's a new product. We need to give this pride of place." But then it would probably sell out quite quickly. So maybe that's why. So there probably is legitimate reasons for it. However, I think that picture up there was pretty unacceptable, really, in my point of view. But anyway, I found it. So look at, they're massive, these Toblerones. I mean, just look out. It's my rulers, my measuring stick, my ruler. Not even it's like 30 centimeters. Well, there you go. It's exactly. Yeah, it's about 31 centimeters long, probably. So it's just 1 centimeter. So if I use the whole ruler with the non-measurable, the limiter bits, whatever you call them, it is taller than it slightly. But if I actually use the bits that have the centimeters on it, it's not. Maybe if I use the inches part, will that work? Pretty much does, actually. I'm quite sure Switzerland or whatever Toblerone's created don't use feet and inches. But bizarrely, the actual wrapper is a foot long, 12 inches. Maybe give or take a millimetre. But so that's very strange. So maybe they do. So very excited. I've not reviewed a Toblerone for a long time. Now, I'm assuming they've gone back on that stupid thing they did where they, Toblerone, for those who don't know, it's like a flat base of chocolate with these triangles, segments basically. There's no picture of it on the thing. But they went, basically they had a thing of a couple of years ago now possibly where they tried to reduce the weight, and he just made the gap about, they basically had about 4 rather than 8 peaks or whatever, they had about 4, and it was just ridiculous. It's just like a flat bar with just these, it looked like more like a toast rack or something. It's just stupid. Anyway, so luckily common sense prevailed, and yeah. So what's it say on the back? So we've got Swiss milk chocolate with candied orange peel with ginger 9.5% and with honey and almond nougat 9%. Okay, orange peel with ginger it says, so that's unusual. That might be the twist. And to be fair, if you do look very closely, there's something that's possibly ginger there. But I would say when you're buying this, unless you look at the back, you would never really know that that's got ginger in it. If I was going to include ginger, it would be a big finger of ginger, one of those like knobbly gingery bits. But that to me, you would never notice that unless you're looking for it, that has a little bit of something that's possibly ginger. You could even just think it's just orange peel or something like that, couldn't you? But yeah, so that's a bit, I don't know, not sure what to make of that, but you could argue that's the twist. I don't think so though. The twist, I would say, is clear. The orange peel is twisted there, so that implies what the twist is just that, and it's just a sort of name. So yeah. Mind you, I've missed the top. It does say Swiss milk chocolate with honey and almond nougat and gingery candied orange peel. Okay, so it does say it in relatively prominently there. So okay, so we can probably let it off. It's made by Mondelez as well, so they're the old enemy. Mondelez International. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, you say that. I mean, we always complain about how they've destroyed Cadbury's, whatever. But Cadbury was probably losing money hand over fist, so they've probably just streamlined the company, and so yeah, might have gone under otherwise maybe. Okay, so it's a 360-gram bar. You've got per 100 grams, 506 calories, 26 grams of fat, 15 of which are saturates. So it's for the whole thing here. It's very calorific. So you're talking, 1,750 calories, around that much for the whole thing. It's got per 32.7 grams, which I don't know what that is particularly. I think it's a tenth. Well, just under a tenth of the bar. Doesn't really tell you what it is, that. But for 32.7 grams, it's 166 calories, 8.4 grams of fat, 5 of which are saturates. So there we go. So I say for the whole thing is 360 grams, so 32.7 is almost a tenth, isn't it? It's just under a tenth. So if there's 10 segments, it's probably one segment maybe, but. Right, okay, well it looks very beautiful, doesn't it? I like the way they've done this Alps, and the Alps thing. Now can you see here there's like a bear as well in the Alps? I don't know if you ever see that. There is some bears in the Alps, isn't there? What type of bears are they? I'm not sure. Forget now. I don't think it's spectacle bears, but it might be. I think they're in Peru or something like that. But yes, can you see the bear outline there? Hard to see. There's a leg, head up the top, and the body there. There's a couple of arms. Yeah, secret bear. Okay, right. Let's give it an open. Looking forward to this. Okay, I was going to give this Toblerone orange twist an open. Hopefully I'm censored. Apologies if I'm not. Fingers crossed that's the censor. It's got like a nice tear shenanigan here. Don't know if you can see that. So let's do it. Very nice, and it opens. Yeah, it's nice. I forgot how lovely these products are actually. There we go, look at that. So yes. Oh yes, there we go. So let's give this a measure first of all. So the first thing was, whole box was about a foot, wasn't it? 12 inches, just over 30 centimetres. Yeah, it's about 31 centimetres. My measuring stick isn't long enough. So let's have a look. So have we lost much? No, it's about the same actually. Yeah, good on them. Yeah, I think that's really good. It's pretty much exactly the same. And to be honest with you, it's so big, I think it would, there we go. So it's probably lost half a centimetre, but that's very much acceptable. When you consider a lot of bars, once you've opened them, you lose a fifth. You see, I don't know if you can see this very well, but hopefully you can see that we've basically pretty much lost nothing there. Trying to make sure you can see that. Yeah, so that's all we've lost. So that's pretty good, I think you'd say. That's very much acceptable. Okay, it's got this lovely fuzz. So you can see mine's unfortunately been in the walls a bit. It's a bit broke in one place. It's the best way to open this now. got like a sort of a semi-sealed or a sealed foil. I don't like to just rip into them, but I think I might have to in this case. I think it is sealed. Okay. So it has been quite warm in the UK, and hopefully it's a bit better than it was, but hopefully this won't melt too much. There we go. So what can I smell? Well, it smells very more of I say more of the sort of almond nutty smell for the moment. So let's have a look. I'm trying to. Okay. I was trying to hold it together so you could see the fact it says Toblerone on it. I don't want to touch it too much because it's going to start to melt. It's already melting a bit. Okay, so it does say Toblerone on it, which is nice. So I think there's a blank space on the edges, and then it says Toblerone on the other. So I don't know if you can make it out, the letters on there. So we can always tell if they reduce the section because, you know, yeah. like with Yorkie, when Yorkie did it, they used to spell Yorkie with a number of sections, a number of segments, but they reduced it by one, so they can't do it anymore. Which always makes me laugh. It just goes to show. Okay, so yeah, so too big for my plate. So measure the height as well. So the triangles are not quite straight. Make that out. I'm trying to, so you can see there the yummy goodness on the inside as well. Yes. So let's see. Measure the height of the. We'll measure the width. About 5.5 centimeters, pretty much exact. The height. About 5.5 centimeters as well. Yeah, makes sense, I guess. What's isosceles, is it? That triangle? I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. But something like that. So it's melting a bit in my hands here, so I'm trying to be careful. Just snap one chunk. So yeah, not getting much of a ginger or almond or orange smell from it, I have to say. But you can see clearly the chunks of almondy pieces. What is it? Almonds? Honey and almond nougat. There you go. It's that nougat piece. Have you? I don't know if you tried that nougat that's kind of based on. It's like a big slab of stuff, really. And I'm not a big fan of it. It's more nutty, I think. It's a bit too nutty for me. That's clearly what it's based on, though. It's like a big slab of. It looks kind of that whitey colour there. It's just a big slab of it. It's like chewy, but filled with nuts, basically. And it's a bit too nutty for me, but there we go. So I'm probably going to not cut into it. I'm probably going to bite it, I think, when I taste it and show you the dissections then, because I think, well, no, we'll do it. We'll do it. I'll say I think it's probably not worth trying that, but yeah, it's quite thick, you see. It's cutting quite well. Okay, we'll cut it a bit off there. So there you go. So yeah, well, I think you'd say this bit here looks very orangey, gingery, doesn't it? So there's lots of filling in there, and it does go into the top of the triangle as well. Maybe getting a slight zesty smell now, but it's not very strong. Okay, well, you know what we've got to do. We've got to give it a taste, haven't we? So let's do it. I'm very excited, very, very excited. Let's do it. Okay, once I give this orange twist Toblerone a taste, so I think it's a limited edition one, as I say. Well, I may not have said, but I think it is. So yeah, let's do it. So I've got a nice big, huge chunk here. So yes, how many chunks was there actually? I didn't say there were 6, 10. So there's 11 chunks. Yeah, so it probably is a tenth. It probably is. Actually, yeah. So you know, since there's 11 chunks, it's likely that 32.7 is one triangle roughly. So for one triangle, it probably is 166 calories, 8.4 grams of fat, 5 of which are saturated. So one triangle. So very calorific this. So forgot to mention that, but yeah, it's okay. Well, let's give it a taste. It's got a big chunk here, so let's do it. Move the plate closer. Okay. Well, you didn't smell the orange and ginger, but you definitely taste it. Nice and fresh, actually. It's a very fresh taste. It's not like a typical chocolate orange. You know, it's a very fresh. I guess you'd say it is a sugary orange taste, but but the ginger works quite nice with it as well. So what does it say? It's actually like, it says gingery candied orange peel. So it's like, yeah, so it's not just chocolate orange basically. Yeah, it's very nice. It's sometimes you think with these they're just going to be a bit rubbish, but no, I think it's very nice, very fresh. It does have a very, like when you have one of these, sometimes you get one of those drinks, like sometimes they're alcoholic, sometimes they're just sort of fresh ones you get with lots of shenanigans in it, but sometimes there's ginger in it, and it does have a fresh, fiery taste, and that's what comes across, that ginger freshness, but obviously with sort of tinged with orange this time. Which I guess is what you get in those kind of drinks as well, and it does come across, like orange or lemon or something, or lime. And it does come across very well, just like that. It's obviously with the chocolate and the nutty nougat taste. Yeah, I have to say this is very nice, and it really does work, and it's different. You still get the Toblerone taste, and the chocolate's nice as well. It's not a... Normally sometimes these chocolates I think they're a bit too creamy or something, but this one's just on the right side of it. The Toblerones generally are pretty nice. Yeah, I really... it's just such a fresh taste. It's just really nice, and it has all the benefits of the Toblerone. Still, you don't lose any of that sort of chewiness to it. There's loads to it. It's such a big bar as well, though, isn't it? It'd be nice, the smaller ones, obviously, more manageable. But what can you say? You can never have too much, can you? So you can see it's full of stuff. It's really nice actually. It's very different. I mean, I don't think it's like the sort of best bar in the world or whatever, but it's what it sets out to do. It's really achieves it. It's really nice, and it's just different. And as I said, I don't think it's going to be one that you'd think, I need this in my life all day, every day. But it's definitely something of a go-to bar for just something a bit different and a bit... Just like there's nothing else like it, really. Other than perhaps in one of these sort of artisanal chocolate shops or something, but... No, I think it's really nice. I can't really find much fault with it, really. I mean, it might not be immediate apparent that it's got ginger in it. Just say it on the top description. You just say and gingery candied orange peel. Just say it. But if it's called orange twist, and you can't really see the ginger there either. So you might easily miss that, and I certainly didn't pick up on it. But yeah. It's definitely nice, and I think it's just like you do sometimes get those gingery candied bits, don't you, as well? I think you can just buy them, I think, actually, and put them in cooking things. But it's very nice, and it's so it's probably nothing too extravagant, but it just does work. I mean, it's, as I say, those things are readily available. But I don't think that's something you can really hold against it. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I'm struggling not to say. I mean, it's not going to blow your socks off, I think you have to bear that in mind, but I think I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 pure on the fact that it's just so different and so unique and really delivers on what it's out to do, and it's really refreshing. It just has a lot of nice qualities that you don't get elsewhere. Yes, as I say, I don't think it's a 5 out of 5 that it's going to be your favourite bar ever. It's not that kind of 5 out of 5. It's the kind of 5 out of 5 where it's just so different yet so nice. Delivers on exactly what you want. It tells you. I mean, obviously the ginger side you might have missed, but either way, I don't think you'll mind that. It sort of delivers on it really well. There's no compromise. The bits are all crunchy. It's still a Toblerone bar. You still get that Toblerone hit. The chocolate's nice. It's just it just really does deliver, and I think it's a success for sure. And definitely one I'd be interested in having again. I think I need it to be smaller normally, because I think it's just spending £4 a time for a huge one. I think it's just a bit too much, really. It's not. It's nice and everything, but you need you can't be spending £4 every day. So there is that problem to it. But I think that's. I'm not holding that side against these kind of in my reviews, really. I mean, it's just the way the cost is very hard to talk about because it's just, it's, you know, it depends, doesn't it, on your circumstance, why you're buying it, how often you buy it, and how often you eat it, and how much you're going to eat it. It's a huge bar. It's going to last you for a long time. Well, that's me probably the day, but but it's meant to last you a long time. Yeah, so no, I think it's really nice, and I can't really fault it. I think it's just the only thing I would say against it is probably that you know, I think it's not the kind of bar I think that's going to sort of really blow your socks off, but it does at least blow one sock off. It really does, and you know, yeah, it is really good. And as I say, I think it's just so refreshing. It's so different. It's really special to eat. I think that's the thing. It's special. You know what I mean? It's not like a sort of like, you know, going to floor you, but it's just a special experience. It's really nice to have, and one I really recommend. So yeah, 5 out of 5. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon if you can, if you're able to do so, it'd be lovely. But obviously, like and subscribe, leave a comment or free. It's always great to hear from you, it really is, and I always do reply. So yeah, please do so, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.